Everyone, we've heard of all kinds of diets, and it may be in the forefront of your mind just because we're in a new year. But have you heard of intuitive eating? I know I'm intrigued to find out more. Joining us right now is Sari Dana. She is a certified health and fitness coach to tell us all about it. Good morning to you. So what is intuitive eating? Are we somehow using our intuition?
Yeah, intuitive eating is all about that. And I think it's so important right now, especially with bringing up families and starting a new year. I have 5 children and 9 grandchildren. I'm always based around large meals in my home. And I know that I always want my kids to grow up with knowing how to eat intuitively from their own trust system. So basically, intuitive eating is that you are the boss, that you know exactly how much, when, and how to eat, that we don't need external factors to tell us, like diets, meal plans, and somebody else putting in those cues for us.
Okay, but I have to tell you, if I'm stressed out, my intuition tells me to go eat a bag of chips. So how do I overcome that thought?
Yeah, so basically when we tap into our emotions and we're eating mindfully and we give ourselves actually permission to eat, that our bodies knows exactly what it needs. Our body balances out through time. So sometimes we have emotions that we eat a little bit more, but other times, we're running around the city or running around our everyday life and we eat a little less. Over time, our intuition and our trust for ourselves truly balances out our body. And it leads us with a weight that's exactly right for our body, that's easy to maintain, and that's super healthy. So I think that's really easy and fun coming into January, here in January, with about 28 million Americans starting their new diet, that diets really don't work in a long term. In fact, 95% of dieters actually don't keep their weight off in long term.
Okay, so if we just slow down, eat when we're ready, don't eat until we're stuffed, all of these changes can make a difference in our long-term health, can't they?
Yeah, but I feel like the biggest thing that we could come out of this is building a healthy food relationship. Because in the past, we've always had food rules: what to eat, how much to eat, when exactly to eat it. And guess what? If it was successful, then we all wouldn't be needing diets right now. But right now, everyone is figuring out, what should we do? This quarantine weight gain. We're starting this new year. What are we going to do? But I think that if we start bringing in a healthy food relationship, this is something that we could sustain for a long term and forever. And we could bring up our kids and families in the best way possible.
I love your positive attitude, and I think there are so many things that we go back to our childhood of trying to eat everything on your plate, or you don't want to be wasteful. And so one thing I've been trying is just using a smaller plate. And yes, I eat everything on it now, but it's probably half the food and I still feel full. So I think sometimes you can sort of trick your mind to maybe live a healthier lifestyle.
I really feel that a satisfaction factor comes in when we allow foods that maybe someone told us they're good or bad, and it had a lot of food rules. So I think when we sit around the table with our family and telling our kids, finish up, or giving a lot of perfect nutrition into their day, I think we could go about with gentle nutrition. Let's not label foods good or bad. Let's not say finish up or else. I think we could build a child's confidence and everyone's confidence that we know how to eat. It's an internal cue that actually comes in from when we were born. And Melissa, I think that's really an important factor, because when a baby is born, they already communicate when they're hungry. They cry, they fuss. And as soon as a baby is full, they automatically turn their heads that they don't want anymore. So what happens is, over time, we've had so many messages that diets and food plans and restrictive eating eliminate this and eliminate that. But what about tapping in, slowing down for a moment, and asking ourselves, am I hungry now? Do I want this now?
Yeah.